So today, I want to talk about something I haven't covered just yet, but it's very important when you're buying a home. And to do that, I brought in a special guest.
Hi, my name's Aliesha Brard. I'm with Homeowners Insurance Group. Home insurance is typically not the most exciting topic, I have to say, and most of the time, most people do not want to slog through the conversation with me on coverages.
In a recent video, I talked about different ways you can save on owning your home outside of just the mortgage itself. And today, we're talking with Aliesha Brard. She's going to give us 3 big tips on things to look for when we're getting a new insurance policy on a home we're buying. Number 3.
Well, number 3 probably would be endorsements. How is your insurance policy endorsed? Do you have backup of sewer? Do you have jewelry coverage? Just to name a few.
Number 2.
I would say specific coverages. Know what specifically is covered under your policy. If you live in Scottsdale, for instance, city code to have fire suppression sprinklers in your home. Does your policy cover for spontaneous eruption? About half the policies cover that, half do not. So say you're out and it just goes off and it's running. If you don't have that coverage, you know your flooring's going to be ruined, the walls are going to be ruined.
The number 1 thing to look for.
Internal limits. Do you even know what internal limits means? Well, internal limits are specific smaller limits within your policy that limit the amount of coverage you have. The number 1 internal limit item that most people are not aware of is jewelry. Most policies come with a $1,500 internal limit for jewelry. Furs, guns, tools, artwork, silverware. So it's always a good idea to, and one thing I always wrap it up with a client is, do you have anything that's a higher value? Because if you have something that's a higher value, you always need to tell your insurance agent, because you might as well make sure you're covered. And this goes to my number 1 thing. People always say, well, how much coverage should I have? And I say, you should have as much as you can afford. Because this is the thing, you're going to get to be 80 years old, and if you never use your insurance coverage, you're going to think, that was the biggest ripoff ever. But, if your house burns down, or in like my case, where you're completely robbed,
right,
insurance companies are going to be your best friend.
The cost of everything has seemed to just skyrocket. Like my health insurance costs, let's not even talk about
well,
that.
that's crazy.
But then I look at my homeowner's insurance, like you set that up for me, and I've got the Cadillac plan with all the extra coverages and stuff, and it was that much more than a regular plan, whereas everything else is just so much more expensive. So the peace of mind, for me, it's the best deal left out there. That's just 3 things for you to consider when you're getting your new homeowner's insurance policy. We know this isn't the most exciting stuff, but if you have absolutely any other questions for Aliesha, just give her a call.
Mwah. I'm the insurance girl.
Notice anything different?
You should do that. What? I'm sorry, what are you asking me? Wild thing!
Well,
I think I love you. So let's just start over. Should we start over with that one? Bye.